Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some very fun and quick scrap crafting. Stay tuned. So for everyone who is watching this video, no matter the time of day or night, welcome. I really do appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your day to watch one of my super awesome videos, if I must say so myself. And today is no exception. So if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because if you've ever wondered what to do with some of your paper craft scraps, this video is going to give you a couple of ideas on ways that you can turn those into really useful and cute projects. So here is one of the items that we're going to be making. And I have been using the Dollar Tree poster board a lot, and I've been using it on various projects, and I've had some scrap left over. So I decided I didn't just want to let it sit. I wanted to turn it into something useful, and I had some scrap paper. So I thought, what could I do with this? Because I don't want to waste it. And I turned it into little gift card holders is what I'm going to call these, because they're perfect for that. And on this one, I actually included a tag. So you can put the tag on the inside along with the gift card. And the tag was made using scraps and using stickers. And that's exactly what we're going to use on the projects that we're making today. We are going to use paper scraps and stickers. And we're going to turn out two really fun and simple scrap projects. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make one of the gift card holders. And to do that, I have a piece of 11 by 7 paper. And I am going to take it, and on the 11-inch side, I am going to trim it down to 5.5. So what I'm going to end up with are two pieces that measure 5.5 by 7. So once we have these at 5.5 by 7, I'm simply going to fold mine in half. You can take yours and put it in your scoreboard, but I am just folding it in half, and then I'll smooth out that crease. So we're going to have this, and at this point, I am just going to take some glue and I am going to close this. Now this is what we're going to do to the first one. I am going to do something a little bit different to the second one. It'll be just as cute and just as simple. So here we have glue this way, and we have glue going along the bottom. I am just going to close that, grab my paper towel to get that nice and stuck. So then I have this little holder that measures 3.5 by 5.5. I have some scrap paper here that I am going to take and just trim it down to use it on this project. So I am going to trim this to 3.25 by 5.25. And like I said, I really am going for the very simple. So then I'm going to take that and just place it on the top, and I am going to place it down using some tape. And guys, I really do hope that y'all are enjoying these simple little projects that show you how to use scrap or how to make a very simple project, because it's a little deviation away from what I normally do with your boxes and bags, which I really enjoy doing. And I'm about to get back to those, but I wanted to sneak in a few more simple projects. So for those of you who don't want to do the boxes and bags, you'll have some other things in my video library that you can also look to craft. So now that we have this, very simple, I am just going to take a sticker, and I am going to place it right there. Very, very simple. And then I have these little bows, and I am just going to take a bow, but I don't want it to be raised. So I peeled off that pop dot on the back, and I am just going to add some glue. And I chose red for this one because I wanted that little contrast. And see how simple that is? But the little things just make our projects all the more cuter. So I am going to flip that over to the back and just take a little sticker and put it on the back. So now we have this, and we are going to bring in a scrap piece of the poster board, and we are going to cut that down to 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. And then I have the remainder scrap, and I am going to take that and I am going to cut it down to 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And your measurements might be different depending on the scrap that you have, but this just gives you an idea of the process. So now I can take this piece and we're going to place it on that piece. So I am going to use my tape runner again. Add some tape. And then I am going to place this down. Use my spatula just to get it stuck. Then I'm also going to take a piece and place it on the back, and that just gives me a little firmness. So I'm taking a piece of my scrap, and that's going to go on the back. So I'm going to have a very sturdy little project here. So I'm just going to add that, place it right there. Now I'll take this, flip it over. And I am using my We Are Memory Keepers punch to punch a hole, and I have it set on the 3/16 setting. Then I am going to take my We Are Memory Keepers corner punch. I'm going to have it set on the scallop because I want that to be how my edge looks. So I'm just going to put my edge in, punch, and I'm only going to punch at the top. And you can see how by adding that little punch touch, how sweet is that? So now all I am going to do is I am going to find a sticker that I like and place it down on my tag. So let me just take a quick look here, and we'll look together, guys. And I am going to see which one it is I want to use. So I think I'm just going to keep it very simple. And I am going to go with the lady trimming the tree. And then I'm going to find a little word sticker here that says Merry Christmas. And I'll place that right at the bottom. So now we have a really cute Christmas tag. So what I'm going to do now is take just a little of my twine, and we are going to use that just to feed it through here at the top. Pull that through. And now we have a sweet little tag that was made using our scraps. And we also have a holder for that tag, as well as a holder for a gift card. You could even drop little tea packets in here. Totally up to you. So we have this one Now we're going to take this one and just make a very simple card. So I am folding it just like I did the first one. So of my green paper, this is all of the scrap that I have left. So I am going to go ahead and trim that to 5.5. We are about to make a very, very simple card, and you guys have taught me something, and you always actually do teach me things, but for the longest time since I've been on YouTube, I have said that I am not a card maker, and you guys have told me that yes, I am. If you're making cards, no matter how simple they are, and you're making them from the heart, you're putting your heart and soul into it, you are a card maker. And some of you even asked me to stop saying that I am not a card maker. So I am going to take your advice and say that I am a card maker, and we are about to make a card with this. So I am going to take this piece, take my tape runner, I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it right here along the edge. And then I am going to take a piece of red ribbon and just run it from the top to the bottom. So I ran a piece of double-sided tape using my tape runner. I am going to take that, place it there, and then I am just going to trim off that excess. And now I just want to bring my stickers back in and find me a sticker that I think will do justice to this sweet, simple little card. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this one. Let's take it and let's place it right there. And so then I have these little stickers here that I am going to take and place on the inside just to have a nice little greeting. So I am going to peel up the one that says Happy Holidays, take it, place it right there on the inside. And now I have a sweet little Christmas card as well as a tag that I made using my scraps. And I am so pleased with how these turned out. They are super, super easy to make, super cheap to make, guys, because we did actually use scraps, with the exception of my stickers and my bows, my embellishments. Everything else was scrap. So I am going to set these to the side, and we're going to make one more scrap project. And that project is going to be made using this 12 by 4 and almost 3/4 of an inch. So this piece is 12 inches long, and I am going to trim it down to 4 inches wide. So then we're going to take that piece, the 12 by 4, and I'm going to trim it down to 12 by 2. And we are going to turn this into a sweet little holiday rosette. My sister makes beautiful, beautiful rosettes. I am going to make this one using a very elementary method, which is basically scoring every 1/2 inch all the way across. So make your score every 1/2 of an inch. And that's one. And I won't make you guys watch me do the second one. I'll do this one and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so all of our scores are in, and all I'm doing is just folding this in the peak and valley form, just keeping it nice and tight, trying to keep it straight. Every now and then I'll press it down just to really get my scores nice and crisp. So there's one, and in looking at this, you can see where we start. This is actually going up like a W. That means that when you start this one, you need to start with it going down. So press it down, because we're going to have to join these. And if you have them both going in the same direction, then you would have to go back and just adjust it or trim off a piece. So I'm doing the same thing. I am just getting this nice and folded. So now you can see that I have, this is like that. And all we're going to do is join those two together. So I'll use my Reptile Glue to join these. You can use hot glue, completely up to you. But you know what? I think I'm going to turn it around so that it's trying to match up my stripes. I don't think my stripes are going to match, but that's okay. So we're going to get that stuck. Then we'll come over to this side, place that glue, and we will get that stuck. And this is just a fun way to use up your scraps, because you can take those scraps and turn them into rosettes, and you've got instant embellishments for your projects. So now what I am going to do, guys, is I am going to cut off a little piece of this scrap so that I will have somewhere to mount my rosette. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So I'm actually going to need 2 of these. So I am going to just sit this up like this, because I do want the red and white on the outside. So I am just going to take it and smush it and push it down. So when it's like this, just squeeze it and push it down. And then I'll just move it in just like that, wherever you want it. I am going to add my glue in a circle. Then I'm going to take my little piece here and place that down and just hold it until it sets. And then I can flip it over. So I can take my hot glue, put some hot glue on the back, take my little piece, place it right there, and I am going to let that dry before I try working with it. And so now we have a very sweet little rosette, but of course I want to dress that rosette just a little. So the first thing that I am going to start with, I am going to place down some of my Anna Griffin holly stickers, just like that. And this is from one of her Christmas kits. And place that right there. Then I am going to grab this Noel sticker and place it right there. But before I do that, I want to add just a little back to it, just to make it sturdier than it is. So I am not going to worry about the scallop that's there. I am just going to cut around and just trim this out. All right, so once we have this trimmed out, I am going to place that right there, but I want just a little bit of dimension to it. So I am going to take one of my dimensional glue dots and just place that on the back. And now I can take this and I'm going to place it right there. And I think that that is just so stinking cute. So then the last thing I did, guys, was I took one of my little bows and I placed it right there just to add some more cuteness to this. And we have such an awesome little project. And I am going to bring this back in so that y'all can see what we made using our scraps. Off camera, I made these two holders using scraps and stickers. But on camera with you guys, I made this tag, this holder, this card, as well as this awesome rosette using scrap. So on the back side of this rosette, if it was going to be seen, I would place something else on the back side. Maybe not as decorative as this, but I would probably put a sticker on the back just to cover that if I was popping it up to where the back was going to be seen. But I would probably use this as a bag topper or a box topper. But you guys can rest assured that you are going to see this make an appearance somewhere in my crafting real soon. So here are some more fun and economical ways that we can use up our scraps. And truly, guys, this really is a scrap busting project as well as a way to save some money. So I hope that you have liked these fun ideas on ways that you can use your scraps to create crafts and embellishments. And if you have liked this project, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys, be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.